What's up, guys? Hinky Pop here in the comic room. Woo! It's a little last minute video. I got a little bit of time, but I figured I'd do a video because I just found out that the Blue Beetle movie just came out today. Today, man. And the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, you know, with the alien suit. I don't have too much on him, but I'm gonna focus on Ted Kord. You know, like the middle child. He's the middle Blue Beetle, and poor guy. But he's great, man. He reminds me of like the early Spider-Man. You know, the Steve Ditko Spider-Man. He's, you know, kind of very nerdy, and he's trying to always hold his secret identity. And he's a billionaire. He owns a huge tech business. Ted Kord. That's him right there. That's our boy Ted, right there. All right. And this is Dan Garrett. Dan Garrett died on Pago Island. He was Ted's mentor, and he was a Blue Beetle also. All right. And he used the scarab, and he was a tough guy, a big tough guy. But Blue Beetle was started in like 1939 with like mystery comics with Will Eisner wrote them and created them, and Charles Nicholas, and that was back in the day, man, back in the day. Then Charlton Comics ran with Blue Beetle. Charlton, we're doing the Charlton, da. Anyways, here we go. This is Charlton Comics. Of course, that's his buddy, The Question. And, you know, Dan Garrett was the other Blue Beetle before him. And he had like a bulletproof armor, and he was a tough guy, and he had the scarab and all that. And there was one before him, too. There was a Golden Age Blue Beetle. And, he was a cop. Actually. And Lou Fine did the cover for the original Blue Beetle comic back in the day, and it was great. And Charles Nichols did the art inside the comic. I don't have it. You can look it up on the intro web. But here's the Charlton. Here's number 1. Boom. Great story. And I also got when Modern started pushing out the reprints, these 35 centers, there's he's fighting the squids, and he always has a follow-up story with The Question. You guys, I remember back like a month and a half ago, I did the series from DC called Law, and it featured all the Charlton characters all in one story. It's great, with the Charlton, Captain Atom, and Judo Master. It was fantastic. Fantastic story, man. The squids. And I have this Modern. This is the Madmen. The Madmen are great. Man. Look at them. It's great. And this was always fun. This is issue number 3, and I want to look in to see what the other issues are. This is from AC Comics, Americomics, and he's back, Blue Beetle, and this is where Ted Kord and Dan Garrett are fighting. This is great, man. What a great comic. And it says in there, you know, this is the back. Look at the back. He's got the bug. He's dropping down from the bug. He's bugging. And boom. All right. And return from Pago Island. All right. And it says right here, it says, Charlton Publications used with permission. They're like, please. And so we start right off with Ted Kord breaking up a poker game, because that's a sin, gambling. And here's Dan Garrett. He's like, crash. All right. And this was a great story. I don't recall. I did read this, and I don't recall what was going on. I think this Dan Garrett was turned out to be a robot, because he is crazy strong. He just smushed a car. I can't remember. But they're battling all throughout. And Ted Kord's great, man. He's like I said, he's witty. He's like a young Steve Ditko Spider-Man. He's always cracking jokes. His buddy was Booster Gold. I love Booster Gold too. I mean, people give me crap about. I think Booster is great. The whole time travel thing, and he's just a screw up. He's just great. But anyways, this is the movie with Jaime Reyes right here. This is issue number 1. He's cool. I never got into it. I read a trade about this, and it was a little cartoonish with the art. I didn't really like that, but it was a good story. I dig it. I dig it. But I'm gonna go over the Ted Cord run of Blue Beetle from '83 to '86. It was. There was 24 issues. Here's issue number 1, Blue Beetle. Fabulous first issue. Watch out, world! The Beetle is back, and adventuredom will never be the same. And all this art, 95% of it is done by Chris Cullen. All right, he does the covers and he does the art inside, and Len Wein does all the writing for the most part. Maybe 1 or 2 issues. But Chris Cullen, he also did Blue Beetle right along the same time as this, and he did I don't know, he did something else with he did something with Marvel. I don't recall what it was, but anyways, this is June of '86, the first issue of our boy Ted Cord, and that's his light gun, and he's got the zip line coming out of the bug. He's a billionaire tech whiz, and he's got a secret identity. And he starts off, I think, like the first issue is like he's fighting this guy called Fire Fist. He runs into a burning building with firefighters in there, and he's helping. And he does a lot of reflecting on how Dan Garrett died back on Pago Island, and there's a lot of that reflection. And this is issue number 2, in final conflagration with Fire Fist, the Incendiary Man. Whew, the vocabulary. Whoa. And yeah, Paris Cullen. He's a cool dude. He looks like a cool dude. He's still doing art to this day. And he worked, it was called Hyperkind. He did for Marvel. I don't know what that is, but he did art for that. And in 1988, he did a run on the Forever People, which is cool. I had that run, and he did good job. Good job, man. Good job. We could take a look. We'll look at the art further down the line. That's issue number 2. Issue number 3. Here they are, the Madmen. These guys are funny, man. They just jump out of the alleyways, and they're always attacking Ted. And August of '86, and Dr. Alchemy's in here, and Kronos is one of his the bad guys he goes against in this series. And there's a lot going on in this series. They bring in a lot of people in. Justice League International shows up, and it's cool, man. The Madmen. Issue number 4. And there's Dr. Phosphorus is a bad guy in here. All right, and he's got the he steals promethium, and he's trying to do something with a philosopher's stone to give himself powers. And Ted's getting nuts. The Beetle battles an ancient evil, the elemental madness of Dr. Alchemy. He was always a cool villain. He's got a little A on his hood in case you're wondering who he was. And September of '86, we got issue number 5. All right, and Vic Sage, the Question, he shows up, and he is he's trying to figure stuff out, man. And there's a lot of gang activity in the neighborhood. These guys called the Wild Ones, these young kids, and Vic Sage he's like kind of like a reporter for some reason in this, and his boss sends him out to look at these gangs, and he's also up Blue Beetle's keister. And there's a lot of gangs. They're called the Deltoids. They're all jacked up coming out of the gym. And there's the Hybrids. Muse is one of the leaders. So now that we're getting into gang activity, the Question is back. And the answer is murder. Boom. If you look up that video I did about the series Law, Blue Beetle and The Question team up a lot in that. It was cool. What a great story, man. And this is issue number 6. All right, November of '86. And the Wild Ones, the Hybrids, and the Muse, all the gangs are getting together, and it's a gang warfare out in the streets, man. Gang warfare. That's the Muse. And Issue number 7, Gang War. Guest starring The Question. Fisticuffs in the street. Warriors, come out and play! And December of 86. Kronos is always in behind the scenes in a lot of these books. He's fiddling. He's tampering. And issue number 8. You've seen him all your life, but you've never really known him until now. Boom. And the calculator makes an appearance in here. All right. And you want to take a look at some of Paris's artwork. Paris Cullen. Besides the cover. It's cool. It's cool. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, it's cool, man. Let me get some good pictures for you. There we go. There's the henchman. That's the villain. The henchman. He's flying on tennis rackets. Hey. You know, I don't see any more Sportsmaster, that villain. I haven't seen him in a while. I think of that because there was Mr. Baseball was a new villain in the Brave and the Bold that just came out last week. And I was like, that guy reminds me of Sportsmaster. But this is cool, man. Paris Collins. I dig it. He did good. Like I said, he worked on Blue Beetle. And there's the Blue... he worked on Blue Devil. There's the Blue Beetle. Swinging in. All right. Let's get to issue number 9. 9. Issue number 9. Down with Beetle. They got signs up on the telephone poles. Down with Blue Beetle. This is G. Gordon Godfrey, who is a new god, is he's coming onto the scene, and this is getting interesting because Mr. Terrific. No, not Mr. Terrific. Mr. Miracle comes onto the scene in a little bit. See, it's called Timepiece. This story. And here we go. Issue number 10. Kronos, the time thief, runs amok as if you couldn't guess. What a crazy costume, man. He must be colorblind, Kronos. I mean, look at that. His mom must have let him dress himself when he was a kid. But that's cool. We dig it. Kronos, old school villain. Used to fight the Atom. Havoc is the hybrid. These are the guys that are running the gang. And leaping from the pages of the New Teen Titans. The New Teen Titans start shooting in here. Mento is in this book, April of 87. Let's see if we can get a picture of the Teen Titans. There he is. The Blue Beetle's bug picks up a car. He's like a little bit more to the right. All right. Wait, he's all smiling, cracking jokes all the time. He's a funny guy, This was the Justice League around that time, if you recall. Those were the days. And what else we got? This was the Spectre run back then. Spectre with Doug Mensch and Gene Colan. And look at this. Who's this? Mento? Mento. Look at that. There's Mento. Mentos freshens. Da, da, da. Man, this is that. All these people are from the team Hybrids. This is that. They're all on that team. They're called the Hybrids. A bunch of goons. Where's the team? Here they are. There's Beast Boy, Nightwing, Starfire, Cyborg. Boom. Boom. Chris Cullen. Look at the artwork. Look at there's Jericho. So Teen Titans are battling the Hybrids. They're facing off. And Blue Beetle's sitting there eating popcorn. He's like, ooh, 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 hit him, hit him. And that's the end of that one. What else we got? Issue number 12. There's the Teen Titans on the cover. New Teen Titans against the power of the hybrid. They're battling. This is a big fight. Big fight. Look at them all. That's old school. Old school. All right. Issue number 13. Prometheus Unbound. This is Prometheus. All right. Titans fight Prometheus, and because he's being Prometheus' mind is being controlled by Mento. And issue number 13. This is June of '87. All right. All right. Issue number 14. Boom. Blue Beetle with his light gun. Stick him up, say. July of '87. Nice. He's got the palm trees in the back. He's like Magnum P.I. And this is the Blue Beetle. For this, he had to come to Pago Island. And that's Carapax, that big machine there, that robot. And yeah, man, Ross Andrew does the cover and all the art inside on this. So we switched them up. Ross Andrew does a couple of these covers. In issue number 16. Look out, Blue Beetle. And Ross Andrew. And September of '87, guys. Yeah, man. And this story's called The Skid Row Slasher. Issue number... What's that one? That was 16. This is 17. Boom. Look at this guy. He's like a highlight player. You guys know what highlight is? Highlight was big around in Connecticut. They had a big building that where they play highlight. And Ross Andrew is on the cover. Paris Cullins does the art inside. There you go, man. Issue number 18. Blue Beetle versus Blue Beetle. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. November of '87. See? A little fun. A little fun. A little fun. Look at him. Look how strong that Dan Garrett is. Where is the thief who stole my good name? Show yourself, imposter, and face the righteous wrath of the true Blue Beetle. Look at that. Look at that. Look at, he's just bench pressing. He's doing reps. He's like, now bring me a Buick. There, he's still holding it. 3 pages in, he's still holding it. Blue Beetle's like, yowza! I can't spot you. Put it down. But this Blue Beetle, Ted Kord, I mean, he has a lot of near deaths, but he always gets better and better. He's a great superhero, man. He's got a lot of heart. And in Countdown to Infinite Crisis, Maxwell Lord does him in. It's a sad story, man. And his buddy Booster Gold's the only one that's looking for him and says that something's up. He says, Ted Kord knows something's wrong. Something's going on. And everyone's like, you guys are goofs. You two guys, no one took him seriously until Ted Kord got murdered. And then Booster was like, you guys are jerks. Maxwell Lord shot him right in the head. Look, these guys are still battling the whole comic. What a great comic, man. Then blam, 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 they open up fire on him. Right? It turns out he's like a robot. Nope, he's still going. Boom, 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 boom. Ted's hitting him in the face with a pipe. He's got that bulletproof armor, that's right. But look at him, he's all lumped up. Crazy. Crazy. And then he dies. And he's like, no! Cool, right? They got a little write-in, the Beatles nest. Man, back in '87, comics were still holding true, man. Holding true, baby. All right, issue number 19. This is the cover's by Mike Mignola. Huh? Huh? Switching it up, baby. Issue number 20. No help, no escape, baby. And against Catalyst, no chance. All right. Here we go. Here we go, Mr. Miracle. Here we go. You and Mr. Miracle are finished, Beetle. No man escapes overthrow. And Mr. Miracle, yeah, and Kronos and the Manhunters are in this one too. Action-packed, action-packed. And Chris Wozniak is on the cover. This is when the Millennium storyline is going on in DC. Issue number 22. A million years in the past, the Beetle fights for his life. Kronos finds it quite amusing. What a jerk. As you can see, the bug is flying. It's on the screen. He's watching it like he's watching TV, and he's hitting a pterodactyl. And Ross Andrew and Gil Kane are doing art in this one. See that? Getting a little respect. Issue number 23. The Madman again. And Ross Andrews on the cover, and Don Heck does the art inside. He's like, ah! I got 2 copies of 23. Look at that. See how they got the little emblem down there? Cool. Maybe I'll get a tattoo. There you go, man. And the last issue of the series. Got the whole series. In my hand, I got the whole issue number 24, Blue Beetle. Let's see. Chris Wozniak and Don Heck do the art. This is the last issue of the run. May of '88. The final adventure. Len Wein wrote the whole series. Wozniak on the cover. Don Heck does the art inside. And if at first you don't succeed, ... It's the opening page. And what do we got going on here? And yeah. So he has a girlfriend, Ted Cord, called Melody Case. Just throwing it out there. And this is Don Heck art. And here he is, Blue Beetle. Going into action, man. Going into action. Dealing with the giant robot. He's agile and mobile and he's hostile. He's got a flamethrower. The Blue Beetle has a flamethrower copy. The Crimson Avenger. That was a mini-series that came out. I have it. I think it was just like a mini-series. Look at him. Swinging. Swinging. Boom. That's it. Issue number 24, the last issue. All right, man. Quick video. Little Blue Beetle action. Guys, read your comics. It'll make you smart.